So just looking at our gold chart again, starting with gold today. Looking at our gold chart again. Well, I didn't get any response. Can you hear me clearly? I'm not getting any response. Okay. Okay, good. So that means I'm good to go. So looking at my gold chart again, I saw it play out almost, not even almost, exactly the way we predicted. The only thing that didn't happen was price did not retest this area of the second shoulder, but then we know that it's not going to be perfect, but the head and shoulder came down perfectly well. So starting with gold, like I said, last week I pointed out that this until this my blue trend line is broken, gold will still find a way up. So look at what happened here. This particular trend line has been happening and valid since March this year. So look at it, started from March, this is March 20. Then we touched it again, August. And then we touched it again in August again. And now we are there again in September. Now, if you look at what the price action is printing out here, let's go to H4 candles. So price could not fully close above it, below it rather. So price went below it and quickly turned back. So what is that telling us? We are likely going to see gold have this movement to this zone. Okay, let me extend my zone again. Joseph, your audio is not connected. That's why you can't hear anything. Your audio is not connected. Connect your audio and you will hear me clearly. So connect it and you will hear me clearly. And if you can't connect, maybe you should disconnect and connect again. Can disconnect and connect again. Okay, good. Okay, so as I was saying now, and then the second reason I'm certain that gold is likely going to make an upward movement is this. Let me show you the DXY indices of USD. Look at this. If you've been attending this meeting for a while, you will see that I've been talking about this a long time, not so long. Now, this was last week. So the news, the non-farm payroll news brought us here. This is the news scandal. So hit the border of the channel, could not break it. So I was saying, I posted something that day that is that news going to take us out of this channel? But fortunately, it did not. So we are still within the channel, and then you know what's going to happen next. It's going to fall again. So we have this count will happen immediately. So look at this. This is flying up, but then until this channel is broken and retested, gold is still going to fall. I mean, USD is going to fall. So if USD fall, gold is going to buy. It's that simple. So we have two things. Gold is sitting on the diagonal support. USD is sitting on a diagonal resistance. So yin meet yang. So let's proceed. Let's go to EU. For EU, the chart is clear enough. You can see the confluence. The channel is still valid. So there's really nothing I'm drawing again. And there's a key level here that rejects it almost immediately. So just find a good place to buy because this is the next bus stop. Find a good place to buy. This zone, let me extend it, is our next bus stop for Euro USD. And as the week proceeds, we will adjust our chart as it goes. So the next thing I'm going to be, please drop your comment, your question on this chart, please. And if you are just getting trained, Joseph and a few other guys that your training is currently ongoing. If you don't understand this, don't worry. Don't worry. Just follow it. So the next thing I'm going to check is EJ. Like I said, I'm reducing the chart I focus on weekly. I want to be able to focus on maybe someday I'll be able to focus on just two. So where's this thing? What happened here? Where is EJ? So like you can see on EJ is sitting on a very good support and there's rejection on it. And we have good history of rejection on it. The zones have as a resistance here. Support that got broken, retested, support, and it's already supporting again. So if you go a little bit lower here, you see a double bottom or even something more. So first, second, third. So the neckline is somewhere here. My cursor is just misbehaving tonight. So the neckline is somewhere here. You can wait for it to break and we test, then we get a buy. Or better still, you want to get a buy earlier. Let's pull fib out. This is each one. Why is this thing not? Okay, so um, I have my fib here. This is 20 something now. I'll rather wait to buy from 30.2 or 50 or 61.8. I will not buy on this level. So you can have two entries in this particular trade. Wait for a PRZ level and buy from it, or wait for it to break this neckline and retest it. Whichever one suits you, whichever of the two options suits you best. And once you are in, you know our TP is maybe TP1 here, TP2 here. So let me go back to H4. So that's it. That's it for EJ. And then the next I'm going to be looking at is almost the same. GJ is not here, so let me just check it out. GBPJPY. And then after that, I'm going to go answer our questions. The question we dropped on the chat, on the group, WhatsApp. But based on what we've discussed so far, the EU, the gold, the dollar index, the EJ, what's your comment on it? I'm waiting for your comments in the chat box. So key levels are now in place. And then for someone that probably will want to ask, how do you work on a fresh chart? That's what I'm currently doing. So you can see that when I opened this chart, there was nothing on it. So I first try to see if I can pull up my key levels, and after that, see if I can see a good trend line. I will check it if I can have it as a channel. So fortunately, all of that seems to be possible on GJ. and then not necessarily will be possible on every chart. So just looking at market structure alone, I think you should know what is happening here already. So if we adjust this chart, this key level a little bit up, it means that um, let me show you what it means. This is a low. Okay, um, this is our low. This is our high, lower high. I mean lower low. What am I saying? This is our low. This is our high. This is our higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Now we have higher low here. So the next thing we are going to see here is obviously a higher high. So it is clear and so that's likely to be our next target. Let me see if there's any key level around there. Obviously there is. So that should be next target for GJ. So to be sure of this key level, let's use fib measurement for it. Let's see if we can see something good on fib. And obviously we can. Why? Because it is around the 61.8 level. Yes, 61.8 level. So what more do you want? What more do you want to see? We have almost a perfect setup. So we have it on market structure, we have within a channel, and we have a 61.8 fib level. So let me remove my fib so that we can have a clear chart. So I'm going to do screenshot and drop it on the group. So that's that for my chart for tonight. So we checked EU, gold, EJ, and GJ. So that's 4, right? Yes. Lesser than what we did last week. I'm getting better. So I'm getting to reduce them. Maybe next week is going to look at 3. So that's it. That's it for tonight. So let me get. So I can't get any question, any comment, any review on how the chat have done so far. What is happening? Nobody has any question to ask, or no question, no comment, no disagreement, no agreement. So for the question about trading small account into a big account. Like I said, the truth about that is simple. It is patience. Patience. Do small profits. Do it as quick as possible, as many times as possible. It is that simple. You don't hold too much trade on a small account because every profit counts. Every cent, every cent counts on a small account. So you have a profit of 50 cents. So you take it, especially if market is looking funny. You take it, you don't let it go. You have a profit of 20 cents, 90 cents, you take it. I'm talking a small account of like $10, but then you're not even advised to trade with $10. It is too small, it will frustrate you. and you don't need that kind of frustration. So that's the first question. The second question talks about pending order and all of that. Taking pending order is easy, and I have a 4-minute video on that. I'm going to drop it on the group. Volume, price, stop loss. Okay. Now, if you look at a chart like this is the volume. This is the volume. Price is the price of the pair you are trading. Stop loss. Stop loss says if I say price is going to go high, if you start coming down, at what price am I ready to get out of the market to curb my losses? That's why it's called stop loss, to stop loss. So if you predict price is going to go high and it start coming down, at what price are you willing to stop the loss? So if you say price is going to go down and it's kept going up, at what price do you say, do you cut your loss and trigger your stop loss? Exactly that is what it means. The next one is how to backtest your strategy. Now, backtesting strategy is quite a little bit easier on TradingView, except the fact that the backtesting system here is on the paid account. Is on the paid. I mean, it is a paid feature on TradingView. But then, what am I saying? Let me use a strategy, for example. Let's say market structure. Market structure. That is, how do markets respect market structure? So let's say patterns, for example, because I just saw a pattern here now. Let's say pattern, you want to see how markets respect pattern. Now, let me say I want to do that here. I want to do that on GJ. So I'm going to zoom out, drag. Now, you have to do a lot of assuming when you are doing backtesting. So markets went all the way up, touch here, came down, touch here, came down. This is the neckline. Now, markets start falling from here again, broke through the neckline. The retest was not visible on H4, but it happened. So market did what again? Fell. What does that mean? This head and shoulder was valid. Now look at this also. Inverted head and shoulder. So first shoulder, the head, second shoulder, the neckline, and then second shoulder and then the neckline. Look at the neckline here, and then market went up. So practically market went from an inverted head and shoulder to a normal head and shoulder. So this is another one here. So look at this again. This is the head, first shoulder, second shoulder, neckline, very obvious neckline, got broken, got retested, and then market went all the way up, but didn't go all the way up as we expected, because I would have expected market to go all the way up, like, at least touch it, but that did not happen, at least not as soon as we expected. Still came down, but at least you will have done, you have taken the trade from the neckline. Let me measure it. So you'll have done some 500 and something pips, which is good enough. So that's the easiest way to do backtesting on any chart, either on TradingView or MT4, MT5, anywhere. Just look at that structure and see what happened after. But if you were working on, say, the paid option of the TradingView, you will have seen it. You can pause the chart, disappear the rest, and then predict it yourself, watch it and see if you were right or wrong. Now I will drop, I think I have a video, I'm not so sure. I'll drop a video of um, how somebody back tested something, not really back tested, post a chart, ask if it was going to go up or down, and then play it after. So you ask yourself if you were right, and then look at it if you were wrong, and all of that. So all of those things are so easy to do, but then it will have been very easier and almost automatic if you can access. So if you know any backtesting app that will work well, of course, if you go to Google, you will see some other ones. But really, I really don't have. I do really not so much. If you have any, let's know so that we can at least explore it together. Because it's good to backtest. That's what we are supposed to use the weekend to do. If you are not trading indices or crypto, you use your weekend to backtest and use your weekdays to trade. So, of course, develop yourself also. Watch videos, learn new things, read books. Any other question? Do we have further question? Do we have further question? So, I've dropped the GJ charts. I'm going to drop the other ones after this meeting is ending in a minute, less than a minute. So let me know if there's any question so that we can continue. If we can continue. If there's no question, if there's no other question, this is my hand the class. Okay. So since there's no more question, I'm just going to drop the chat and I wish us a profitable day, a profitable week ahead.